Today, my name is Eko Pratama Sinaga, and NPM is 1951080. My class is 3 HMB. Materi about today is Privat International. Next, material discussions. First thing discussed is 1. The definition of the Privat International Law. 2. The history of the Privat International Law. 3. The definition of the Privat International Law. 4. The basic principle of the Privat International Law. 5. Is conversation forum. 6. Real case and analysis. Next. 1. Definition of the Privat International Law. International civil law is the ethics, law, and legal discussion with the determination with law application in the event of the discussion between two or more people with different nationalities. 2. History of the Privat International. 1. Period of the Roman Empire. 2 and 6th century. As this is time, the factor international revolution was still a simple natural, but began to influenced by the acceleration the Latin better Roman citizen and the hyperactivity of the province with the the environment due to operation where the intelligent people of the province were considered for rigorous and subject to the own law, and the invasion of the province is the intention to act people with the Roman environment, so the example party could be considered as legal subject of the several different jurisdictions. 2. The growth period and the personal preserver 6 to 10th century. The fall of the Roman Empire made Roman law obsolete, and the word people contemporary law, personal law, family law, and the different religious law. The issue of the international civil law has the greatest messages, but it does have the clear displacement solution mechanic like during the Roman Empire. 3. Goal of the territorial philosopher 11th and 12th century. The organization of the Privat is the classically difficult to make the such the side of the social expression training towards territorial social, but people Euro were asked to come and the transformation in the not Euro express preference different, and this has the effect on the law. Name is the landlord law where the expression and unknown how is the territorially. Forget whether is not recognized, include like the art account in the public international law is so euro. The growth trending city in the Italy make international civil law fly an important law is resources enforcement better the party. 4. Growth of the status territorial is 20 to 50 century. Abortus the Samverato then Cultural America as tourists territory and the classism in the three group. Name is personal status the object with the persona and family at the external territory is natural. 2. Legal status of the object with the regular object and legal status of the object and have territorial principle. 3. Intimista statusnya, where is regular legal action based the territorial principle. 5. The definition of the status territory in the French 16th century. The influences artificial of the trader later professor in the French makes international civil law references to study and explain legal disputes. The Aristotle considers the island province as is of the law and controversies. Charles du Moulin is the view the legal subject and the agreement has the freedom of the contract. We make the party cast along define what law then where two users contract. We could be analysis the du Moulin example the software of the personal status the batam defendant and influences an element get into his 6. Development of the status theory in the Netherlands 17th century. The development of the status theory is the name express the exclusive of the status only is three principles in the few international civil law cases, named the law of the country. 2 in the legal subject framework test. 3 in the law is the consensus in the country. Universitas theory 19th century. German jurist C.J. von Water considered the Italy status theory causes legal of the states because of the extraction territorial nature with the regular and the emergency of the law obligation in the foreigner's country. Next, the definition of the Freeport International. A. We cannot with the just Jessica and the appointment is just what the content for the user. B. We cannot with the law so be adverse to the regulation of the language the Jessica make with containers for gas problem. And 3. We cannot the or what court must pay attention and recognition legal with the obligation there are issues based on the law discussion of the seas. The basic feature of the Freeport International Law. 1. Lexitus in the law in the operation object. The law of the flight with the object location is the object can move, extend, and don't not extend. 2. Lex contractus. We refer to agreement the very natural. The legal rules application from the flag where the grade is made. The flag where grade in the sign. 3. Lex solutius. The application law is the flag the where contact the agreement are implement. Next is lex separations. The law application to the married is the adverse with the law with the married to flags. Next is lex domicili. Lex domicili, the law affects the flag as where people like permanent or no permanent. Next is lex patria. Lex patria is the application law is the prepared or the persona is nothing. Lex tossiforum. The law is the prepared is the fact where office cat the commitment. The office assumes the legacy of the land seat in lawsuit in the case. Legacy is the legal and action is freedom. Next is Legacy Defendant Commission Dato. The law is the people that is legal and the commitment. Next is the Confirmation Forum. Confirmation Forum are two. Confirmation and non-confirmation forum. Next in the cases. Some Africa citizens of divorce parents in the Devasa District Court. Devasa District Court defendant number 172 State A Fidite G for 2084 and the PM Devasa legacies in the development of the legal nation in the Indonesia is one case related to international civil law. The lawsuit was filed by husband How a case Thomas. How is the South African citizen holder of the passport number M000965351 and Kitab Limited Status Primat Card in the Indonesia, issued by Nugra Immigration Office. Procedures at the address is Bandung, Bali. Then Thomas in West and married sex in the December 12, 1975 year and expression that the confirmed marriage certificate issued by the Ministry of the Home Affairs of the Republic of the South Africa number Q104242 on the December 12, 2005 year. The version of the South African national defendant in the Devasa District Court. Janssens is the married to the flight until not the breast with the kid. It is the last year Thomas and one not lives in the one home. Then to cover what works in the hospital sector. But there were the patient's hotel so then a travel about sample with the result in the there are successful because it stands for me there were not left in the one home. Then Thomas lives in the different suite at the Devasa Destination Convention where the domicile now is the estate. Salus example and less partia, less domicile, less lossy severity, less lawfully, less causa. Thomas is less partia in South Africa, less domicile Bali atau Indonesia, less lossy severity in South Africa, less lossy Indonesia, less causa Indonesia. Buatnya less partia South Africa, less domicile in Bali, less lossy severity of the South Africa, less lossy Indonesia, and less causa Indonesia. Conclusion is the general legal conduct the conflict in the law cannot, and that in the first grade the law submits in the international civil law. It is so not the of the conflict in the law with the international civil law where are legal conflict on can all the same country is united state where address federal system and many legal confusion with the status on the amongst legal subject. Thank you everybody.